Here at WUSA 9, we believe the environment matters. And with August being Ozone Action Month, it's the perfect time to talk about how we can help improve the region's air quality.
Joining us today is Sarah Bagley with Clean Air Partners to share the importance of all of this. Sarah, welcome.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks for having me.
All right, something like Ozone Action Month really gets us to start thinking, obviously, about ways to help with the ozone. What is the situation like in our area now?
Well, given the extreme heat we've been dealing with, it creates the combination of that hot air with the ozone, the ground level ozone produced by transportation, creates a really dangerous environment for young people, for the elderly, for anybody with a lung condition or who are immunocompromised. So there's things all of us can do to help keep our regional air quality better during these really hot months.
What's the worst thing that we are doing for the air quality?
So those single occupancy car trips that we take every day, if there's any way that you can reduce a few of those trips, if each of us did that, we could really make an impact in our regional air quality.
So is that why you all are really focusing on driving this summer for your summer campaign?
We are, because for most households, driving is the most significant thing they're doing that impacts air quality in the region. So we're talking about like ways around the margins that you can pick a trip here or there to not drive your gas-powered vehicle to potentially help reduce that ground level ozone in the air for everybody.
What could we be doing during our commute? I mean, nobody likes their commute. We all love to complain about it. Anything you recommend that we change to help with the air quality?
Yeah, I mean, we're lucky here in the DC region. We have lots of options. So if possible, obviously telework, if you can avoid the commute altogether. But if you need to go somewhere, whether it's commuting or an errand, think about all the other options we have. We have our public transit system with Metro. We have our bus service. We have our Capital Bike Share network, which keeps breaking records every month. If you can check out one of those e-bikes, it can get you from point to point without breaking a sweat. So really try to think about, you know, do I need a lot with me? Can I make this a bike trip? Can I make this a Metro trip? Can I read on the bus? Look for those little opportunities.
I love you say too, like when it comes to errands, like kind of plan ahead so you can combine them, because just idling our car is bad.
Yeah, I mean, it's true. You're better off really turning off the car. And in those situations where you do need to drive, think about things like making sure your tires are full so that you're getting good fuel efficiency. Think about not topping off your gas tank and making sure it's really tight so that you're not evaporating gas. There's little things you can do if you have to drive to just make sure you're being really fuel efficient.
Okay, why not top off the gas tank? Even though I think you're not supposed to anyways, but how is that affecting?
Yeah, so I think what your car sort of knows when it's hit, you know, its moment, and it tells you to stop. And so at that point, you're essentially releasing extra gas, you're releasing extra fumes. It's not as efficient a methodology. And so you can also learn more about this at cleanairpartners.net and just find out ways you can flip out a ride or you can improve your own fuel efficiency.
I'm learning so much. You mentioned at the beginning, this actually, if our air quality is bad, it's hurting people who are at risk. Who are some of those people?
Yeah, so specifically the very young and the very old. So if you have seniors in your neighborhood, you know, check on them, make sure they're doing okay on these high heat days, but also people with lung conditions who are have trouble breathing, asthma, for example. We want to be really conscious that those hot days with a lot of ozone in the air is really challenging for them. So pay attention to the air quality index, and if you can skip a trip on a bad air quality day, try to do that.
Okay,
so attention.
And I noticed your bicycle tattoo. So you're preaching, do it while you preach here. I just wanted to say that. Sorry. Thank you, Sarah.
Very much.
Thank you for all the information. To learn more and get more information on how you can help improve DC's air quality, you can head to cleanairpartners.net.